Okay, last little bit of notes. This is part 2 in your very last section because this is really short. Finding the volume of composite figures. So remember, composite figures are just figures that are stacked together. Remember, when they're stacked together, we're adding the volumes. When one is cutting out of the other, then we're subtracting. But in this one, they're added together. So first, I'm going to find the volume of the hemisphere. So remember, hemisphere is just half a circle. Okay, so in order to do that, we are going to do our volume formula. So 4/3 pi times my radius cubed. So my radius is 5, and that's going to end up giving me 523.6, but that's my whole sphere, and I only need half, so I'm going to divide it by 2, and that's 261.8. Okay, so that is my hemisphere right here. Okay, and the reason we divided by 2 is because we only needed half of the circle. Then we're going to find the height of the cone. So if you notice, it gave us this right triangle. Okay, we're going to use that to find our height. So my height is what's missing. My 5, or my radius, is my bottom part, or my B. Okay, and my 13 is my C. So this is just your Pythagorean theorem. 5 squared is 25. 13 squared is 169. I subtract my 25, I get 144. I take a square root, and that gives me my height is 12. Okay, now I have everything in order to figure out my volume of my cone. So we're going to use our radius that we got, which was 5. Okay, we've now got our height, so let's put in our radius, which was 5, and our height, which is 12. This is just our volume for our cone formula. We put that all in our calculator, and I get 314.2. Okay, now we want the composite figure, so we're just going to add those two together. This half of a sphere or hemisphere and this cone. So we've got our 261.8 and our 314.2. We're going to add them together and get about 576. Okay, and that is the end of your notes. So you can mark off this part and the little bit on the next page. Okay, and your assignment is in Google Classroom. Good luck, guys. Have a good week.